Hello, everybody. And welcome all to Stage 33 Live. Hi, Dayna. Happy you're with us.
Me too.
Here you go, folks. Dayna Kurtz, enjoy.
All right. It's been a hard day. Anybody else been listening to all this going on? Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to... I hid the rage veins that popped in my face with a little makeup. So I'm excited that I have a gig, because singing makes all this feel better. So this is a drinking song I wrote about the apocalypse. It's called Raise the Last Glass. I think this Jesus sounds like a great man. Said be as humble and grateful and kind as you can. That hatred and violence births hatred again. I think this Jesus sounds like a great man. But what if the rapture's entirely man-made? What if it's coming and no one gets saved? At least 3 of the horses already in play. What if the rapture's entirely man-made? Whose flag will unfurl? Who'll bang the last girl? Who'll kick the best ass at the end of the world? Who'll watch the last dawn? Who'll sing the last song? Who'll raise the last glass to the end of the world? And what if the trouble came straight to your door? What if your table knew plenty no more? With whom would you share and from whom would you hoard? What if the trouble came straight to your door? And what if this planet is all that we get? What if we ruin her and nothing comes next? What will we remember? What will we regret? What if this planet is all that we get? Whose flag will unfurl? Who'll bang the last girl? Who'll kick the best ass at the end of the world? Who'll watch the last dawn? Who'll sing the last song? Who'll raise the last glass to the end of the world? And what would he think about who we've become? Our slavery to power and money and guns, and hatred of strangers passed father to son. What would he think about who we've become? I think if Jesus comes back, he'd be shaking his head as we search for our missing and count all our dead. He'd say, dead, you are dead, and you hear what I said. I think if Jesus comes back, he'd be shaking his head. Whose flag will unfurl? Who'll bang the last girl? Who'll kick the best I feel a little better. Actually, I'm going to do this song. Hold on. This song is about a dream I once had. I dreamt I woke up in Venezuela, where I've never been, but it was my dream, so I knew it was Venezuela. It was a lucid dream, so I was aware that I was dreaming. And I was walking down the street, and it was very beautiful. My family was all there. And this is apropos of nothing, but they were dressed in very old-fashioned clothing. My father was in a top hat and a frock coat. And my mother was in this kind of high-necked, severe, black Victorian kind of dress. And this man approached me, who I've never met in my real life. And he was also wearing old-fashioned clothing. And he very formally asked me if he could show me the city. And I said yes, and I took his arm. And he showed me all the sights. And at one point he broke down and he confessed that he's been waiting for me. That he's been watching me grow up from a small girl to a woman, and he's been waiting for this moment for me to come to him because we're meant to be married. And I was kind of swept up in the whole thing. That's really romantic, ain't it? And he was totally handsome. And then, as happens in dreams, if anybody's ever quit smoking, you have a dream shortly thereafter that you messed up and you smoked a cigarette. I suddenly remembered that I was already married in another dream. And I knew I couldn't stay. And I felt really terrible about it. I mean, he asked my dad for permission and everything. And so the way that I broke it to him that I couldn't stay was I opened up my shirt, and inside I was just a skeleton. And behind the bones of my rib cage hung a crumpled old Valentine, a paper heart, in the shape of a heart. And it was kind of rammed onto a fish hook. And I pointed to it and I said, "My real heart is in another dream, so I cannot marry you, Fernando. I'm terribly, terribly sorry." And then I woke up. And I couldn't get back to sleep because the images of the song were very arresting, and I was in Spain at the time, which is, I think, where the Venezuela thing came from. And I wrote down every detail I could remember, and it became this song called Venezuela. That was such a lovely dream. The streets were golden in the sun. I'd never been to Venezuela, but my family was all there, and my mother looked so young. Venezuela looked like Brooklyn, though the streets were twice as wide. Children spun around the trees, little tops, little Sufis. Mama smiled from inside. Oh, Fernando, I'm so sorry for the love you saved for me, but my heart is locked forever in another lovely dream. said he's loved me all his life. He said he knew that I'd come here. He's been waiting all these years, and I'm meant to be his wife. And my sister was so jealous of the love you saved for me. She left stomping across the square, rigid arms and flying hair. Her skirt had many layers, and it bounced like Sandra Dee's. Oh, Fernando, I'm so sorry. Whatever could I say to a man I've never met? Who's the one who got away? Cried to see his heart so plainly, for he was such a formal man. Handed to me like a daisy in the presence of my family, from his damp and shaking hand. I said, Fernando, I can't stay here. And a clock began to chime, and I opened up my shirt, and in its bony cage ticked a paper valentine. Oh, Fernando, I'm so sorry for the love you saved for me, but my heart is locked forever in another lovely dream. Oh, Fernando, I'm so sorry. Whatever could I say to a man I've never met? Who's the one who got away? Thank you. You know what? I think I want this on this side. And this is kind of a ballsy move to do on a show that might be on the radio. But I've been, one of the reasons, I divide my time between Vermont and New Orleans, because New Orleans is disgusting in the summer, but also I tend to write in Vermont because there's really nothing else to do. Occasionally you can go see concerts, but I live in the middle of nowhere. So I've been writing, and I wrote a couple new songs. I wanted to do at least one of them, but probably a couple of them. This one is called Take My Advice. Don't fall for me. I have a band in New Orleans called Lulu and the Broadsides. That's kind of like an old R&B band. And I wrote it to sing with them. It's one of my favorite things to do when I'm writing is to give myself a little exercise. Because my dream job is being a staff songwriter for a small R&B label in 1962. And so I was writing this one a little bit for Patsy Cline. There are things I have learned that I want you to know, that love is both a mirror and a door. There's the futures we earn and the ones we let go, like waving a boat from the shore. So if I stand by my window, don't climb up my tree, even if I beg you please. You are as kind as a man ought to be. Take my advice, don't fall for me. Take my advice, don't fall for me. Perhaps we knew each other in another life and time, maybe in Havana, maybe here. Perhaps we met in dance halls, down dirty little streets, where we could make the world disappear. And in some other dirty bar, we made fire in the dark, and your kiss made me weak in the knees. But you're still a gypsy, and I am not free. Take my advice, don't fall for me. Take my advice, don't fall for me. I'll be right here if you come back next year. Hope you find a place that feels like home. May your future be kind and as lucky as mine, and find you a love to call your own. And I remember that bar and that jukebox, and dancing so slow and so sweet. When I'm in my rocking chair, I'll smile wistfully. Take my advice, don't fall for me. Take my advice, don't fall for me. Willa and Paul, I want you to sing a song that I didn't tell you were going to sing. Yeah, it's the gospel tune. Yeah, it's super easy because I'm teaching everybody else to sing, but we might as well get it on mic. All right. This is also another newish song. It's not recorded yet anyway. New enough.
Do we know anything about this song?
Yeah, I did it at the show we did. And you sang along from the crowd because everybody sang. I just wanted some ringers is all, really.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
I started writing this song a very long time ago. When I was in college, I was a clinic escort at my local Planned Parenthood because it was during the Operation Rescue years. And it's mostly really boring because you just stand there. If anybody's ever been a clinic escort, and you link arms, and and mean people who tell you they're Christians yell at you all day, and the women going in. And I'm an atheist Jew. I was raised by atheist Jews. My only experience of Christianity up until that point had been being in my high school production of Godspell. But Godspell is based on the book of Matthew, which is the nicest Jesus there is, you know. It's the hippie Jesus, it's the liberal Jesus. And so I was very enamored of this Jesus. I was like, wow, this doesn't sound like a terrible religion at all. Who are these people? Did they ever meet that Jesus? And I was thinking that it'd be kind of awesome if our side had some gospel songs that talked about that Jesus. And also it would be awesome if clinic workers had something to sing while they were linking arms, because it's really boring. So I wrote that with this or I thought about it with this in mind, and it took me forever to write it. I know, it's because of here. It's because of the Roots Festival here. Because I got asked to participate in the Sunday chapel here, and I was like, do you know I'm a Jewish atheist? Is this okay? I don't want to burst into flame the second I walk in the door, you know what I mean? And they said, oh, it's a folk festival in Vermont. You'll be fine. And so I actually finished the song thinking, I need to finish this gospel song I once wrote, So, yeah, here it is. And, okay, I'm going to teach it to you, so you got to go to church now. It's called What Did Jesus Say? And the chorus goes, what did Jesus say? What did Jesus say? I've been reading on my Bible. What did Jesus say? Want to try it? What did Jesus say? What did Jesus say? I've been reading on my Bible. What did Jesus say? He didn't say nothing about abortion. He didn't say nothing about abortion. He didn't say nothing about abortion. What did Jesus say? Judge not, lest ye be judged. Judge not, lest ye be judged. Judge not, lest ye be judged. What did Jesus say? I've been reading on my Bible. I've been reading on my Bible. I've been reading on my Bible. What did Jesus say? He didn't say nothing about our bathrooms. He didn't say nothing about our bathrooms. He didn't say nothing about our bathrooms. What did Jesus say? We're all got children. We're all God's children. We're all God's children. What did Jesus say? I've been reading on my Bible. I've been reading on my Bible. I've been reading on my Bible. What did Jesus say? He probably didn't know any white people. He probably didn't know any white people. He probably didn't know any white people. What did Jesus say? Love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Love thy neighbor. What did Jesus say? I've been reading on my Bible. I've been reading on my Bible. I've been reading on my Bible. What did Jesus say? I've been reading on my Bible. I've been reading on my Bible. I've been reading on my Bible. What did Jesus say? You mind if I indulge you with another new song? This one I wrote on my birthday, which was August 28th. Thank you. It also happens to be, as a New Orleans resident, the eve of the landfall of Katrina. So I don't tend to be in New Orleans on my birthday. I mean, also it's just disgustingly hot, but my friends who lived through it are still traumatized. They have a little PTSD, and as like hurricanes happen in other places, they get re-traumatized during hurricane season. It's a pretty heavy time, and they're cranky anyway. It's the end of summer, you know. I mean, they call it the end of summer. I call like summer doesn't end until November there. But I was thinking about them when I wrote this. And I had just reread Rachel Carson's Silent Spring. And I was thinking that New Orleans was America's most beautiful songbird. It's called Dear Rachel Carson. Dear Rachel Carson, you were right all along. Now our hearts are heavy and weary. And with all due respect, I've got something to add to your theory. You know how you said we would know we were lost when there's finally no birds left to sing. Well, if we lose New Orleans, we'll lose everything. When I came here being pulled by a string. Every street had a name that I wanted to sing. Chapatulis, Burgundy, Dauphine. The saints and the bastards of Louis XIV. If we lose New Orleans, we'll lose everything. If we lose New Orleans, we'll lose everything. Dear Rachel Carson, we can see where it's headed. We're half underwater already. The pumps can't keep up. There's no profit in fixing the levee. The country's in trouble, and we're here at the bottom, just circling America's drain. If we lose New Orleans, we'll lose everything. If we lose New Orleans, we'll lose everything. There's a Mardi Gras Indians on St. Joseph's night. It's hard to explain. It's a dance and a fight. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Don't bow down, they sing. In feathers and beads, ancient warrior kings. If we lose New Orleans, we'll lose everything. If we lose New Orleans, we'll lose everything. They don't care about birds, they don't care about songs, they just care about money like they have all along. Chapatulis, Burgundy, Dauphine. Oop, oop, a doo, and my ding-a-ling. If we lose New Orleans, we'll lose everything. If we lose New Orleans, we'll lose everything. Y'all want to come up? Oh, how long have I been playing?
Not long enough, not.
Oh shit! I started at 6:15, right? Okay. Yeah. Right? I don't want to go into Will and Paul's time. I want to hear them. Okay. I didn't start at 6. Okay, it's not 7 yet. Okay. I'm in a G tuning. Should I do anything in a G tuning? I don't want to do that one. I kind of want to do new songs, which is really stupid on a show that's meant for the radio, but you know. I know, right? It's, you know, Willa knows when you're writing, it's like you're so excited that you have new songs, because half the reason you started writing is you're so fucking sick of your old songs and you're annoyed at yourself for not having new ones. So, okay, I'm going to write a song that I'm probably not putting on a record. How's that? I just wrote it to vent. I've been writing just to prime the pump, and also because I'm a little bit of a precious writer. You know what I mean? It takes me a really long time to write songs, and I craft them and I edit them. And I've been sort of forcing myself just write crap songs if I feel like it. Just write. And I've been feeling kind of Weimar Republic dystopian drinking songs lately. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from, but I think you do, because we're living in America in 2018. So this is my Weimar Republic drinking song. Feel free to jump in if you're on the chorus if you're feeling it. It'll never happen here. Oh, he'll never last a year. He's a boob, he's a clown, he just has to go down. It'll never happen here. That's the chorus. He's not talking about us. It's all metaphor. If he actually tried it, they'd show him the door. The institutions are sound. They are nailed to the floor. It'll never happen here. It'll never happen here. Oh, he'll never last a year. He's a boob, he's a clown. He just has to go down. It'll never happen here. There's smart people around him, at least 2 or 3. He'll be controlled by the powers that be. He's not good for business. Someday they'll see. It'll never happen here. It'll never happen here. Oh, he'll never last a year. He's a boob, he's a clown, he just has to go down. It'll never happen here. His temper is legend, his staff are buffoons. His fans will wake up soon. He promised the moon. Keep your heads down, it'll blow over soon. It'll never happen here. It'll never happen here. Oh, he'll never last a year. He's a boob, he's a clown, he just has to go down. It'll never happen here. The neighbors are nice, they won't hurt anyone. They brought me strudel when I had my son. Surely they would say something, or at least help us run. It'll never happen here. It'll never happen here. Oh, he'll never last a year. He's a boob, he's a clown, he just has to go down. It'll never happen here. I had to get that out. All right. Now I can get out of this tuning. right, I got 2 more songs. And then we hand you into Willa and Paul, who I listened to the hearings all the way here, and I was really, my head was going to explode, and then I walked in the room to their sound check, and it was just a complete attitude adjustment. So, thank you for that. Lord, I'm super excited, and Willa's totally the reason that I'm here, because she's pushy as bless her. And we become friendly, and she was just like, you live around here, you're sharing this gig with me, so I want to thank her for having me in particular. All right, I'm going to do this song, and then I'm going to bring up Willa and Paul for the last one. This one's called Love Gets in the Way. Sorry, I'm going to take a little extra time for tuning because it's the radio. I've made love with one eye on the door. I've left good rooms with nothing to say. I wanted to love them, but love got in the way. Yeah, I wanted to love them, but love gets in the way. And so what if everything's changed? And so what if I've held out for more? I'm all wild in places I wasn't before. Yeah, I'm wild in places I wasn't before. So come on and make a mess of me. I won't walk away. I'm ready as I'll ever be, and I won't walk away. I want to be fed by you. I want to be led by you. I thought I wanted freedom, but love got in the way. I went looking for freedom, but love got in the way. Oh, come on and make a mess of me. I won't walk away. When we dance, that's when I remember all the ways you can spin me around. It's not your skill or your style or your gaze or your smile. It's how you hold me, how you're holding me now. You hold me strong and tender, like it would hurt you to let me fall down. Like I'm precious and wild, like I'm a newborn child. It's how you hold me, how you're holding me now. And when I'm blue, that's when I remember to be grateful for what I found. Though your words, God, they move me, they comfort and soothe. It's how you hold me, how you're holding me now. You hold me strong, tender, like it would hurt you to let me fall down. Like I'm precious and wild, like I'm a newborn child. It's how you hold me, how you're holding me now. When we make love, that's when I remember that we're dancing on God's holy ground. More than your body's fine grace or your beautiful face. It's how you hold me, how you're holding me now. Thank you so much.
And give us a round of applause.